I mean, you guys have been around. It hasn't been, too much fun in the locker room. And like I said, to hear that music after the game and see some smiles, huge 2 points for us coming into a November or a stretch here where we're home for a lot of time, and we got to capitalize on that. So it was good to see us got one out, and everyone played well tonight.
Is that more poised tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought getting Dale's back in the lineup in Tampa helped a ton, and then Big E tonight. Those two guys are veteran players that do it right every night, and they talk. They're in the right spots and they battle. So I thought we still had some things we could clean up on the front end where we're jumping in or turning pucks over, and those guys were there to bail us out, and so was Howie all night. So
how key was it to make that power play in the second period?
Huge. Yeah, that first Cholo's goal got us going, and then Vanek with a great quick shot, and rip, bang, bang, and it's 2-2. It's a new game, and like I said in your first question, we didn't droop down after they went up 2. We kept stuck to our game plan, forechecked hard, and everyone, like I said, everyone battled.
Here we go again. Thing when you guys got down 2-0 in the first period?
No, surprisingly, it didn't feel that way, because I think, we found, we were generating chances in the first period. If we, continue to do that, we figured we'd be able to get a couple.
How about a 3-3?
Dennis Cholowski out there. I mean,
poise, young. Even though he's young, he's been very poised with the puck. He's been very calm back there. He's been making, great passes and, great first passes, and, even under pressure, he's not panicking.
Offensive struggles that your team has gone through?
Well, it felt good. We got that power play in the second period, and down 2-0, and that's when we figured, okay, we need to put one in here, and then we got the 5-on-3, and that's when we really thought, okay, we need a goal, and thankfully it happened.
How pleased are you that you're getting all this special teams time right now?
I'm happy. Every opportunity they give me, I'm just trying to do my best and try to help the team generate goals on the power play and help the team win.
What have you learned most through your first handful of games at the National Hockey League level?
You just have to be on your toes all the time. You can't relax out there at all. You have to move the puck quick. You have to move your feet, and any little hiccup, it's going to cost you.
What was the feeling like after they scored to tie the game with 1:16 to play?
It's a little bit of a downer, honestly. Obviously, it's a little bit of a downer, but you have to put it behind you. We're going into overtime, and we need a goal, so put it behind us and try to get it done in overtime.
Thanks. How much would you say that your special teams play, your team's special teams play, were responsible for getting the 2 points here tonight?
Well, it's huge. I think the power play got us back into the game, and I think the penalty kill, gave us a chance to win the game. So I think both sides was huge tonight.
You've scored goals in your career. When it's not happening, how much are you sort of fighting yourself, or do you have to let it breathe?
No, it's all right. I think it's not like I'm getting a ton of chances. I think I've been setting up guys, and the puck just isn't. We're just having a tough time scoring. So I think it's different if you're constantly in a good, scoring chances after that. But I feel like I really haven't had too many. Like I said, I've been trying to set up the guys I play with. But again, it's been a tough stretch. Hopefully, this kind of boosts our energy here, our confidence, and we can go from here.
Obviously we get down 2-0. I thought we had played fine in the first. Then we get the goal called back. So now you're down 2-0 for a team that's fragile. I thought we did a good job digging in there. Got the 2 power play goals. And all of a sudden we had a lot of momentum. We took away our momentum with the too many men call. But our penalty kill and power play ended up winning us the game.
Dylan was saying a week ago the team would have drooped after the Panthers went up 2-0. What's been the difference really the past 2 games in not sagging?
Well, I just think it's not just sagging. I thought those games we changed the way we played. We tried to force ourselves back into the game instead of just playing good hockey. In both Montreal and Boston, we were playing good hockey and we found ourselves down. And instead of sticking with it, we changed how we played. So, I think we've learned from that. We certainly have. I thought tonight where we just kept playing good hockey, understood we were doing enough good things. There was things we need to get better at, but we just kept playing the right way.
Even when they made it
3-3 there late, it's like, oh no, here we go again? Or?
Well, no, it's a tough moment. You know, you don't want to give up the lead late. You want to salt it away. But I thought the guys did a good job. I thought, you know, overtime's a little bit of a crapshoot, and obviously it's you know, some chances going back and forth both ways. But we certainly have had our chances in overtime, so I thought it was good for us. I thought we deserved to win.
What do you think Daly back and then Erickson tonight? Maybe a calming influence when those things go wrong?
Not just calming influence. They're good hockey players. They're good NHL hockey players. They've proven to be good NHL hockey players, and so when you get them back, it just adds good hockey players to your lineup. So, you know, I thought both of them jumped in, did a pretty good job, and I just think it's a positive to have them both back.
What do you think has been Dennis Cholowski? Why has he been able to look as poised, as comfortable as he has this early in his pro career?
Well, I think that's one of his pluses. You know, he's just a real even-keeled person, and it's probably hurt him at times in perception throughout his career, where maybe people wanted more jam and wanted more demonstrative emotion, and he just doesn't have that. He's a real even-keeled people. We've had some real good ones here in Detroit that are similar type personalities, and you know, I think that allows him to play in those pressurized moments. I thought as the game went along, he lost his gap a little bit. I thought he started to get a little soft in his gap, and so that's something that we got to make sure he gets back to doing it the right way. But he's been a real good, you know, he's been thrown to the fire. I mean, he's had lots of minutes against the other team's best players, and obviously you don't get too many better players than Barkov, Trocheck, and that crew. So good for him. It's a real bright spot for the organization.